Hello everyone, and welcome to Wireman's Whimsy. Today we are going to make this birthday card using the Rooted in Nature and the Best Year Yet stamps. We are going to use the leaf from the Rooted in Nature and the greeting, wishing you your best year yet, from the Best Year stamp set. We're also going to use the Stamp and Cut and Emboss Old World Paper 3D embossing folder. So I'm also going to use the technique that I just did a short video about, using your die as a stamp and emboss at the same time. So for this card, you're going to need a very vanilla card base. You're going to need a 5 1/4 by 4 in Early Espresso, and I have already run it through the Old World folder, so it's already embossed. It just gives that little bit of pizzazz to the card. And you're going to need a very vanilla in 5 by 3 3/4 to use the leaf stamp on. So we can get started doing that, and I'm just stamping randomly. They're all going in a kind of an upwards direction. There's no that are upside down on this one, so there definitely will be a right way up and a wrong way up on the card, but I'm just popping them in where I think I would like them to be. You can fill in afterwards if you like. You can do whatever pattern you like. You can do as many. You can overlap them. Whatever works for you. As is always, you are the one creating the card, so you are the one that gets to decide. So that is the card front done, and we can actually attach these pieces, and then we'll do the greeting, and I'll show you again how to emboss with the die and ink it up at the same time. So I've just centered that. I can now attach this and center this. And that is good like that. There we go. So that's all attached. Now, here's how the magic goes with the die. I'm going to get set up here. I'm just going to move this out of the way. My magnetic base plate, and I'm using my 2 small plates just because it makes it easier on this one. And what I did is I took my die and I actually dropped it in to the ink pad. Made sure it was all the way in, all the way inked up, and then I just lift it out, drop it onto the plate, and then like this. I am going to do this one just slightly differently. You can see there is a little bit of ink on here, but I need room for the whole greeting. So I'm just going to use the other side and do this again. And I'm just going to drop it down like that. Okay. When you do this, you just need to make sure that there's going to be enough room to get the greeting and the die on to cut it all out. So I think this one might be pretty close, but let's give it a whirl and see what happens. We just sandwich that up, run it through the machine, and let's see how it turned out. There we go. It turned out really, really, really well. So that, I inked up the die itself and ran it through, and that's how it turned out. So I'm really pleased when they turn out well. There's a few that are in the recycle bin that didn't quite go so well, but that's why we practice. So I'm using my Wishing You Your Best Year Yet, and on the example I had actually got the swoop to go in to the leaves a little bit, so I'm going to try and make sure I can do that here as well. Again, making sure I'm leaving enough room to use the die. So now let's load this back up again, and I can do both the greeting and I am just a little bit shy, so I'm going to end up cutting some of my leaves off. What I need to make sure I'm doing is I'm catching the edge of the die in here. So I'm just going to wiggle that up a little bit and drop it down. So I will lose a little bit of the leaf, but that's okay. Sometimes it's hard to tell with the dies how much you're going to lose before you run it through. Sometimes I'm really surprised that I don't lose that much. So I'm just going to run this one through, and because I'm using the small plates, I can't run the other one through at the same time. If you're using larger plates, if the dies fit, you can run them through. It's not a problem. So it still works. I have only just lost a little tiny edge of the leaf. So I'm going to use my Early Espresso and my other die, and I'm going to run it through, and then we'll build the card front. I adhered the greeting directly to the Early Espresso mat, and then I dimensionalized the greeting onto the card. So about 25% of my viewers are subscribers, and I thank you for that. But if you do enjoy the videos, please do subscribe. I recently reached 500 subscribers, and I'm thrilled to bits about that. I really appreciate all the support I get and all the comments I get and all the encouragement. So thank you very much, everybody, for that. And like I say, if you do enjoy the videos, please feel free to subscribe. And as always, the links to the products, if you'd like to purchase them, will be below the video. And so I'll just take these off here and put them on the card, and then the card is finished. So, as I said, thank you very much for watching. I hope that I have inspired you with this creation and that you can jump it off and take it anywhere you like. So thank you very much for watching, and we will see you next time.